Good morning, people. This is your host, James Moyer. Welcome to the Savage Wrestling Podcast / live show. We got a lot to go over today, especially with a breaking news here in a little bit. But today, I'm going over the Drew McIntyre contract situation. The Jacob Fatu signing, where JR's been praising about it being a good positivity for the WWE. New Japan Pro Wrestling moving to Wednesdays nights on Axs Tv. More Dave Meltzer Talk. Logan Paul has a baby announcement. Let's see how that is. Eric Bischoff on AEW. And we're all going over the Matt Hardy over the Jack Perry punishment. Rossy Ogawa and his new promotion, Marigold. Wrestling Ticks. Going over some posts, Wrestling Ticks. They've been posting some seedings and stuff for AEW WWE upcoming live events. We also got new tag team titles were announced on Monday Night Raw last night. Rhea Ripley's injuries and the backlash that Liv Morgan's getting. Chad Gable turns heel. We're going to talk about over that. There's been some rumors that Big E retired. So we're going to figure out if Big E actually announced retirement. I think he has, but I don't know if I bookmarked it. And we're going to talk about Kenny Omega, about his situation with AEW and his relationship with CM Punk and who he likes in WWE. Like I said, this is your host, James Moyer. Welcome to the Savage Wrestling Podcast. It is a really beautiful morning here, and I hope you're all having a great morning, evening, night. Depends on where you guys at. So let's get over some things with the breaking news. With the breaking news today. Breaking news. Motor City Machine Guns, Chris Sabin and Alex Shelley's are heading to AEW. According to sources, AEW and Motor City Machine Guns are working on finalizing a deal. It was noted that the deal is not going to be finalized for a bit. However, the decision has been made and a deal will be worked out at Body Slam Net. All right, this is a good news. At least beef up the tag team division, I guess, which AEW and WWE has been having some weak fucking tag team division, but it's gonna weaken the shit out of TNA really bad without them. Especially both of them having great singles runs. Both of them were former world champions, X Division champions, you name it. They did it all. Good for them, but let's just see how it goes in AEW, I guess. I bet you they probably overpaid them as well, probably. Another news. EVPs Insider, Drew McIntyre's WWE contract is set to expire 5 to 6 week range. I still totally expect something to get done in that time. He's not going anywhere. I'm telling you, he's not going anywhere. He's staying with WWE. The storyline between him and Punk are just cooking really good. And if they do that, it's going to fuck up CM Punk's reputation run in WWE. Because he's been the hottest thing in WWE. His heel turn's been phenomenal. I love his heel stuff. I like him trolling on Twitter, Instagram, and all that stuff. He's been really, really phenomenal so far. And he's not going anywhere. Like I said, he's not going anywhere. So I'm saying that he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. Oh, I lost my place. Okay. JR endorses Jacob Fatu's WWE signing. Let's read this real quick. Let me get back here so I could share it real quick. Can y'all see this? Yes, you can. Jim Ross endorsed Jacob Fatu's WWE sign as a positive step. As a WWE transition into the new era post WrestleMania 40, speculation surrounds the future of the Bloodline faction, with Roman Reigns, The Rock stepping away, and Jey Uso emerging as a single star on Raw. On the latest episode of WWE SmackDown, Solo Sikoa ousted Jimmy Uso from the group, paving the way for the former New Japan Pro Wrestling star Tama Tonga. Within that mind, it appears there might be a new addition to the group in form of Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu has been among the most captivating talent on the independent circuit for quite some time. During the latest episode of Grilling JR's podcast, AEW announcer Jim Ross shared his thoughts on Fatu signing with WWE. It's a good signing, Ross remarks. Not expected after WrestleMania. I anticipated they'll make more signings soon. Wow. Jim Ross really liking this signing by WWE. Moving on to the discussion, Ross explains how AEW President Tony Khan has been securing impressive signings in the free agent market. Notable naming Kazuchika Okada, Cascade Okada, whatever, Will Ospreay and Mercedes Moné have all made their way to the company in recent weeks. He emphasized that roster adjustment and new acquisitions, good lord, are tradition post WrestleMania, indicting an exciting period of change in both WWE and AEW. He replied, "It's that time of the year. Roster moves, they change, they amend, hinge the draft, hinge more signings, new marriages, and so forth. There's not surprising to me that kind of a tradition in pro wrestling business after WrestleMania to adjust your roster. Given the upcoming draft schedule for April 26th and the 29th, there are a huge possibility that the former MLW heavyweight champion could leave a substantial mark on Raw, SmackDown, or NXT. Participating if he secures the endorsement of the Bloodline. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for that news, people." Wow. So he's really praising WWE's sighting here soon. In other news, New Japan Pro Wrestling moves to Wednesday's night starting this week at 10 o'clock Central and I think 9, I don't remember. It's 10 to 9 starting this week. It'll be on Axs. Washitatsu and Namito, I can't pronounce names. I'm so sorry if I butchered that name. Collide over the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship this week. Good move for them. Good move for them. Moving on to Dave Meltzer Talk. Dave Meltzer on the Uncle Howdy / Bo Dallas teases on WWE program. Rowan's probably coming back. Uncle Howdy's coming back for sure. They had a tease during the show like Bray Wyatt's tease, and he's going to do a character based on the idea from Bray Wyatt. There's more. Strowman's out with a neck injury, and he's getting better. He should be back somewhat soon, but I'm not sure on the timetable for that. That'd be cool. There's been rumors that Matt Hardy might come back to WWE, be part of the family, I guess. They're saying Alexa Bliss might come back. We'll just see what happens. But we know Uncle Howdy's coming. In other news, Dave Meltzer believes that the Awesome Truth segment on WWE Raw died in front of the live crowd. Really, dude? They were going off during that segment. They're introducing the new tag team titles. They were going nuts. R-Truth had everyone laughing, having a good time. So Dave Meltzer's just a bad fucking idiot. He'll always will be a fucking idiot. He always will be a fucking moron. He just does not like AEW. He'll crave AEW. He'll always crave AEW's cock in his mouth. As long as they give him a 5-star rating. He'll keep taking that load. R-Truth is out there doing his comedy, even at best when it went too long, but at worst, he's out there doing his comedy and nobody is laughing or reacting to it at all, so it struggled. They were reacting, dude. Get the cock out of your mouth. I think they thought that this guy is so over that he could do anything and people would react, but damn, they sure did. They were reacting, dude. Dave, I don't know what you are listening, but I thought I'd call you and Dave and Brian Alvarez a fucking joke of journalism. A bunch of journalists. They're all fucking jokes. And people are seeing it right now. I'm not the only one. PWT's all over you. Cornette. Even though he had your back over those years, now he flat told you to go fuck yourself. A lot of people are calling you a joke. So is Alvarez. Or anyone in the Wrestling Observer Radio that you associate with. You're a joke. You're a clown. Get the fuck off my Twitter. Even though I can't because I need you for fucking news. Dude, I got more. I feel like I got more. Was that it? Pretty sure that was it. It's just, I don't know what your deal is, dude. Don't know what your deal is. Get over it. WWE's on fire. Even though they didn't sell out last night, which it broke their streak. We expected, I think they kind of did it in a smaller arena. I think it was in a smaller arena in Montreal. I might be wrong. I might be wrong on that. So yeah, you know, like I said, you're a joke. No one likes you. Just take time off. Take time off. Get away. So, other news: Logan Paul and Nita Agdale are expecting their first child together. Congratulations to Logan Paul and his fiance. Congratulations. And well, you can see it. She has a little belly on her. Like, congrats, Logan. You're going to be a dad. I don't know how Jake Paul's going to take it, even though you and him have some beef together. Hopefully, you being a father will help him be an uncle. That's all I got to say. Congrats. I hope she has a great 9 months. I hope the baby comes out really well. Even though I'm not like these fucking fans that diss on death and shit. I'm a very nice guy. I hope she has a great 9 months of making that baby. And I hope the baby comes out healthy and beautiful. Don't know if it's a boy or girl. So, congratulations, Logan. Now we're on to the Eric Bischoff clowns Tony Khan for drawing less numbers in 1992 WCW. Oh my. Wow. You know, I had my fair shares of what Eric Bischoff says. Damn bug. And it's just hilarious. He keeps clowning Tony for ratings and all that stuff. So Let's see here. Here we go. We're on there. Eric Bischoff calls Tony Khan for drawing less numbers in 1992 WCW. WWE Hall of Famer Eric Bischoff has constantly showed disdain for AEW. Wow, I said WWE. Wow. AEW, doubting his value to the professional wrestling world. Over the past couple of years, he has been vocal in his criticism of the promotion. In fact, Bischoff has now clowned Tony Khan for drawing less numbers in 1992 WCW. Let me get a drink real quick. Oh, there we go. It's better. Eric Bischoff also set the record straight when it came to that he claims that he was mad Tony Khan never offered him a job in AEW. Clearly, a lot has discourse between the two remaining for a long time. AEW president Tony Khan has shared his thoughts on the current hot period in wrestling during the interview with Christian Zilko of IndieWire. Khan attributed the recent renaissance in wrestling to a combination of factors, including intense competition among wrestling companies and its presence of making talents stars in the industry. Khan emphasized that that the competition between the companies is one of the most real aspects of wrestling. This is, I think this is where this is what Tony Khan says. First part was Tony Khan said on the interview. There's a number of big factors that would play into why wrestling has seen such a great renaissance in recent years. I think it comes from the great competition in wrestling right now, and the fact that there are so many great stars competing right now. Khan said, everyone knows that the most real thing in wrestling is the competition between the companies. The companies hate each other, and it will be a natural resource that powers the industry. They want to beat each other and take everybody's free agent, and that makes it interesting for everyone else. Sorry to break this to you, Tony Khan, but you're not really competition to WWE. You can take jabs at WWE all you want. You're just same rate as TNA. I'm sorry. I've been telling you, Tony, only way your wrestling will get better if you get away your books and give it to someone else that has more experience in booking and probably writing shows. And you just stick in becoming a president and stay as president. You were doing to me. I think you were doing so well when Vince was around WWE because his clown booking. But ever since Triple H took over, you're just like a chicken with his head cut off. Make stories. Quit doing angles. You know you have to do angles, but you have to keep the stories going that last months and months and months and months down the road. It'll help build up your pay-per-view numbers and everything. That's how you get more fans in your audience. So I don't know what to tell you there, Tony, but you just need to get away from the books. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You just got to get away from the books. That's all I got to say. Get someone that's better at booking, has more experience, has the better mind of a concept of a booker, then your wrestling will be good. Then I'll give your company another chance. But WWE's on fire after that WrestleMania and the build-up to the WrestleMania. So, figure it out. Let's get back to this. I apologize for that. Eric Bischoff took it to Twitter, a comment on what Tony Khan has said, and he clowned the AEW president for delivering less than WCW numbers from 1992. This is the tweet, tweets right here. 5-star clown emoji comment from a goof who wants to believe that he's in a 2024 version of the Monday Night Wars. He's delivering less than WCW numbers from 1992, and his live gates are far behind. Keep spinning the fantasies, Tony, and keep watching your business crater as a result. Eric Bischoff also believes that AEW is hopeless as long as Tony Khan's in charge. The ongoing feud between Tony Khan and Eric Bischoff shows no sign of ending soon. It remains to be seen whether they will ever reconcile. But for now, the feud appears to be ongoing with no resolution in sight. Here's the tweet that he said. Eric Bischoff, he's like 50-50 with me, but I do agree with him on some things. It's just ridiculous. He just needs to chill out. Like I said, he needs to give someone the booker that has a lot of experience in wrestling. Hell, give Jeff Jarrett the book. He did a really good book in it. Well, not really, in TNA back in the day. Until Russo came along. So you could just focus as a president. You just stay as president. I don't know what your deal is. You're not in competition with WWE. You average 750 to 800,000 a view, while Raw and SmackDown are averaging 2 million to almost 2.5 million. In NXT, they average around 700. Which your Divina development brand. If Triple H still had his hands on it, even though HBK is doing a phenomenal job finding talent and making talent and stuff, we'll just say, hell, when Triple H ran NXT, the black and gold era, he was fucking making higher numbers than Raw was on Monday. I don't know what your deal is. It's not only that, you're against a juggernaut of them being owned by TKO, a huge grouping company. I don't know what your deal is, Tony. Come on, man. I enjoyed your stuff for the first 2 years, and I kind of stopped. Then you guys signed CM Punk. It was all right. They got CM Punk till you guys. Okay, let me go back. The reason I stopped watching for some because you guys got rid of Cody. You fumbled him. Then you guys signed CM Punk. Then you massively fumbled him as well. Hell, you're fumbling Miro, Powerhouse Hobb, Wardlow. You guys fumble Andrade. I think Andrade is a very, very good talent. Who else they fumbled? Ember Moon. She's stuck in ROH. I don't know why you guys just didn't have her go to Dynamite. FTR, you kind of fumbled them. Jay White, you really fumbled him bad. I don't know. So it's like I need to be the booker. Maybe get rid of the trash. Hell, you guys fumbled your biggest woman star, Jade Cargill, and now Britt Baker. Adam Cole, he's Adam Cole. So make good wrestling or keep making garbage shit. Make up your mind, Tony. That little stunt you did last Wednesday didn't even give you a little boost. You guys gained I think 20,000. And you guys on the ratings thing, you made up 9%. You went up 9% since the week before that. While Raw's drawing a 3.1 million, while Cody and Rock are having that awkward ass segment. Or that, or you need to be on ADHD meds, buddy. I don't hate you, Tony. You're a nice guy. You are. You need to grow some balls. You gotta tell the EVPs no. Or take them stupid fucking titles off of them. Hell, you guys ruined a good fucking match between Young Bucks and FTR anyways. Dead on arrival. I said it on Twitter. You thought that little... Sorry about that, guys. I thought I heard something. What is... I'll be right back, guys. Sorry about that, guys. I am back. I figured out what the noise was. But like I said on Twitter about the ladder match between FTR and Young Bucks, dead on arrival. That little stunt you guys did last Wednesday did not help did help pay-per-view. It kind of buried Swerve, to be honest with you. If your guy's he's gonna be your guys' first ever African American championship in your company, and you guys fumbled it. You guys gonna fumble it. I love Swerve. He's like my favorite thing. Every time I turn on AEW, Swerve's on. That's the only thing I'm enjoying AEW so far. Swerve and Joe's being champion. And Adam Copeland, I kind of enjoy his little title reign, but he's Adam Copeland. But come on. Jesus fucking Christ. PWT's been all over you guys. Fucking Jim Cornette, JD from NY. You name it. All these sources are just tearing you down. Piece by piece. Cornette was right from the start. Like I said, probably way before AEW started. So keep failing. Let's get back to it. Thank you guys for joining the show. I hope you guys are having a great morning. Like I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful day here in Ohio. Where was I? Okay, let's see. Matt Hardy, of course. I really don't want to talk about fucking Matt Hardy, but I have to. I have to. I swear he's been lost in brain ever since Sammy Guevara pushed him off the fucking thing. All right. Matt Hardy believes Jack Perry's punishment was excessive. Okay. All right. Nearly 8 months have passed since the infamous backstage altercation between Jack Perry and CM Punk at AEW All In 2023, which led to Perry's indefinite suspension from AEW and Punk being fired from the promotion. The altercation, I didn't mean to hit the mic. The altercation resurfaced recently when CCTV footage of the brawl was aired on the April 10th edition of AEW Dynamite, which it backfired. Fucking morons. Reigniting discussions about Perry's status within the promotion. during the latest episode of Extreme Life of Matt Hardy podcast. So I didn't know Matt Hardy had a podcast. Former AEW star weighed in on the situation. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, I gotta catch my breath there. AEW said that Hardy said that AEW's decision to air the CCC TV was ignorant, as it's very different from the promotion's usual approach. As he noted, that he could potentially benefit AEW if handled properly. This is what Matt Hardy said is triggering. It's very unlike AEW to do this, but I'm not opposite to it. I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they follow up to this, because I think it could be something that is beneficial to AEW. It backfired, Hardy. God damn, always says Jeff was the smartest one. If you tell him to lay off the fucking booze. Hardy also shared his thoughts on Perry's punishment, suggesting that it may be too severe. He stated his belief that Perry's exile from AEW was disappropriated to the severity of the incident. Hardy views Perry was as a valuable asset to AEW. Sure he was. He didn't draw a fucking penny at the fucking event. Expressed his wish to see Perry reinstated in the company. He also followed up with this. I don't think he ever should be exiled from all that at the end of the day. I feel like his punishment overweighed the crime. That's what I believe. When it comes to that, I think Jack Perry's a big asset to AEW. And I'll be happy to have him back. Matt. Hang on, guys. Let me take a break real quick. My dog is whining for some reason. Let me get you. I am back, guys. I apologize for that. Really, Matt. Come on, man. Despite the controversy surrounding Perry's suspicion and the fallout from the altercation, Hardy remains optimistic about AEW's handling of the matter and expressed hope for Perry's individual return to the promotion. It remains to be seen if AEW will reinstate Perry, back into the company. Oh, well. I don't know, dude. Oh, Matt Hardy's off his rockers as well. Who the fuck thinks Jack Perry's a fucking big access to fucking AEW? Come on, man. Good Lord. Good Lord. Let me move this over. I really don't know. I got respect for Matt Hardy, but I like Jeff more. He drew more than he did, so that's all I gotta say. Rossy Ogawa, and then his new promotion, Marigold. Let's see here. And his relationship with WWE so far. I don't know why I did that. I hit the wrong thing. Good Lord. Okay. Made a new promotion called Marigold, whatever. I can't pronounce. I'm not really good at naming Japanese names and stuff. I apologize if I mispronounce his last name. I know it's Rossy Ogawa, and I think his promotion is called Marigold or Marigold. It's a new promotion that he made, and he was at NXT Stand and Deliver with their WWE's another huge signing in Julia, which I said it was a very, very great signing. She will help the women's roster in NXT, boost them up a little bit. But depends on the draft. Let's just see what happens down the road. But let's get to this. And he's also having a great relationship with WWE. So I think that him and WWE are probably trading talent and all that stuff, I guess. The new Joshi promotion was announced on April 15th. It has many fans, sports excited. The likes of Victoria Suzuki, Nanami Takahashi, Julia, and Suri has been advertised for promotion's first event in May. So we probably won't see Julia NXT in the middle of May, I think. Depends on where they post it. While speaking to Tokyo Sports for the new interview, Rossy talked about his current standing with WWE and teased possible bringing some the company's performers to Marigold or Marigold. I don't know how to. I think I said it right. WWE has been very good to me, and I think I'm buying into what I've been doing to raise Io, Kari, and Julia relationship with WWE. I think there will be some kind of announcement from another side in the future. I like to invite players from another side, calling WWE. I like to be able to do something with that. That will be good. Ozawa even went on to tease that Marigold could become a feeder system for the WWE in the future. That will be big. That is big. Bringing in more international talent. I think Marigold, I think it's just a female. I think it's just female wrestling. Because I think he was part of Star Power or something like that. I don't pay attention to Japanese stuff. I'm sorry. Maybe it'll become a WWE ranch. Great news right there. Great news. Great stuff for down the road. Them getting more talent in Japan and all that. Julia, like I said, she's a phenomenal signing for the WWE. She'd be great for the NXT brand until they call her up into the main roster. First, I'm going to go with WrestleTix and stuff real quick. Before that, WrestleNomics just dropped in the TV ratings from Friday from SmackDown. Or SmackDown. Oh dear. I might have to do this again. Let's share the screen on this one. All right. SmackDown ratings has dropped from last Friday from WrestleNomics. Oh, that's a better picture. There we go. This is better. Friday, April 12th, 2024, WWE Foxwell Spox drew a 2.4999 million viewers. That's P plus 2, 1849 rating at the 0.76 of the key demo. Yeah, SmackDown's been high ever since Roman Reigns. Yeah, Raw and SmackDown's been etching it here and there. So, who's that's Dynamite. Okay, Dynamite's been at a steady underneath 1 million on total viewerships. That's Rampage. Rampage, yeah, of course. That's NXT. Where's Collision? Collision's orange. It's right in there with Dynamite. No, right with Rampage, I guess. Yeah, so the quarterly, they're down bad for AEW. They're averaging the 10%. Rampage they need to get rid of that. The highest they lost in the 2023 is quarter 4 is 25%. Now at the first quarter of 2024 is 50%. NXT is surprisingly going up. Now it's at 7%. WWE Raw went up 15%. SmackDown, they went up 8%, so they went up 10%. Over the years, same thing. Here we go. Dynamite, they're averaging the same. Rampage is not available just yet. Raw's went up. WWE NXT. Wow, 39, 47, 32%. Now they're down to a 24%. WWE Raw went up tremendously with 27%. Same thing with SmackDown with 27%. So, wow, 2.4 million views. Almost 2.5. And they did well in the key demo with the age 18 to 49 rating. They did really, really well. That's phenomenal. Raw and SmackDown's been going well with the viewership live the same day on national ratings. Very, very happy for them. Oh, you guys are going to be happy with this one. I'm going to shit on AEW now. AEW Dynamite for this Wednesday, April 17th. It will be at the Indiana Farmers Coliseum. Oh, Jesus Christ. Tony, that's not a small arena. That has to be a 15,000 seater right there. I think I've been there before. Really? Okay, available tickets, they have 333.7. Current SEP is 2,624. Tickets distributes 2,287. Tony, what did I say? Small arenas. That's not a small fucking arena. Jesus fucking Christ. That's going to be a lot of empty seats. And I'm going to shit on it on my podcast, on the podcast Thursday morning. For SmackDown, April 19th, they will be at the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They got 716 available tickets. Current settings 12,081. And they have 11,365 already distributed. Ooh. Okay. Then the next one is gonna kill me. It's gonna make me laugh and all that. They already got tickets distributed, which that's good. They're selling tickets for the Wimbledon Stadium show on All In. It'll be at Sunday, August 25th. Available tickets 9,771. Current setup 50,708. Tickets distribute 40,937. That's not filling up the whole arena. You're filling half. But I don't know, because this ain't the original Wimbledon. Wimbledon has, I think, more seatings. So, what are you guys doing? Everybody said, "Oh, they're selling," because UK don't they really get wrestling events? Only wrestling events they do is like house shows and shit, and they rarely get pay-per-views. That's why WWE's going all in with all their international pay-per-views in Germany, France, England, Scotland, Saudi. Even though blood money, they're just doing everything they can to get more international flair. Then this pay-per-view, it should be this Sunday, I think. Yes, this Sunday at the Chafe's Arena, St. Louis, Missouri. Available tickets $591. Current step is 6,423. And they have 5,832 tickets distributed. This is going to be an empty arena. This is going to be an empty arena pay-per-view. I'd rather have a full arena if you're going to give Swerve the title. And you set up 6,000. I bet you that's a 10,000 seat arena. Any my money. Because they're probably going to empty, block this off. I don't know. Oh, no news. Fuck Chris Jericho's potentially forming a new faction in AEW. I don't know. Chris Jericho needs to get off my TV. Aha, I do it. Do this real quick. It appears from this tweet that Big E is officially retired due to his neck injury. I think he tweeted us says that he's not clear to wrestle, and I don't think he ever's going to. So I think he announced his retirement. I don't know if on Twitter or Instagram. Sad. That is sad. Sad to see Big E retired after he taken that nasty bump from Rich Holland's belly to belly suplex. Sad to see someone go. Let's see here. Means I gotta go back up. Rhea Ripley had to forced to vacate her title due to, I think, a shoulder injury. And it says she'll be out for 4 to 6 weeks to gain mobility and 3 months to be fully back in action. I think she'll be back by SummerSlam. Another thing, too, there's been a lot of whiny fans bitching about Liv Morgan. Leave that young lady alone. Leave the young lady alone. She was trying to make an angle, and we don't know if her pushing her to the wall injured it, or we don't know how she extended her shoulder injury. Y'all need to get a life and quit bitching. She'll be back. It's not like she had to retired. Jesus fucking Christ. Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley were trying to build an angle for them two to have a rival. Because the storyline on that, Liv Morgan's trying to get her revenge on Rhea Ripley injuring her. The way it looks, it kind of backfired, but the way it looks, the way Liv Morgan reacted, I think they're turning her heel. And I like it. But they're crowning a new champ in a tournament. Everybody's saying Nia Jax is going to win it. Don't know. Nah. If they're going to do it, I say Liv Morgan. Well, somehow they have to get Nia Jax eliminated from the tournament somehow. But if they don't give it to Liv Morgan and let her run with it till SummerSlam and her make her come back, there's another angle. There's another storyline right there. If you're going to put the title on Nia Jax, then what? Rhea and Nia already had their rival, and they finished it at Australia, Elimination Chamber. And then what? And if you're going to put on Nia Jax, then what? Doesn't make sense. I don't want to see another Nia and Ripley rivalry if she comes back by SummerSlam. If you're going to put the title on her, though, who are you going to have her go up? You know the draft of them's coming up. Can I be Jade Cargill or Bianca Belair? Accidents happen. And you all bitch about, oh, how come Seth had to take the belt off of him when Seth Rollins got hurt? Because he was in a big fucking feud with The Rock and Roman, and with a big pay-per-view match at WrestleMania. And that ain't his first rodeo with a knee injury. Now he's taking time off. Hopefully he resigns a new contract. Calm the fuck down. Good Lord, people. You're all bitching and complaining. That's all I see on Twitter. Don't like it, then quit watching it. Somehow I did not bookmark it. Title. I'll get a picture of it and stuff. I want a better picture. Here we go. We have new World Tag Team titles. They're not called World Tag Team Champions no more. Now they're going by World Tag Team Champion and I think WWE Champion, WWE Tag Team Champion on SmackDown. I think these belts look gorgeous. They're really gorgeous belts. They could at least not made a circle. They could at least dim it, like kind of like make like a not a diamond, kind of like how their old belt, how the old world World Tag Team titles were, kind of like like a square with a little lip on top. I think they're gorgeous belts. But Saturday, I think they're going to announce the World Tag Team titles. They're beautiful titles. Beautiful titles. Get back to bookmarks. We're going to start with the Chad Gable. Chad Gable turned heel last night. I thought I had all this stuff bookmarked. I don't know if I have to start using the computer or do something. Yeah, he turned heel last night. Turned heel last night, so.
Now the celebration with his family, of course, his wife. And wait a minute! Gable from behind with a German suplex. He just lifted Sammy's hand. A show of respect. In front of Sammy's wife, Chad Gable has attacked Sami Zayn. This is unbecoming of Chad Gable. Well, now Gable snapped. The pressure's coming to him. What are you doing? So many different opportunities over the past number of months to win this championship, and Chad could not get it done. And finally tonight, Chad Gable's emotions have gotten the better of him. I mean, Chad should know better than to attack Sami in front of his wife. Chad knows what it's like to see your family look on. And now officials out here to try to separate Chad Gable. Sami sure didn't deserve this tonight.
I liked it. I like it that he turned heel. Finally, get away from the comedy tag team of the Alpha Academies, went on his own. We got a Kurt Angle coming. I'm very, very happy for Chad. Hopefully this heel run goes well. And we're going to end off. Are they all the same? Yes, they are. We're going to end off with Kenny Omega's situation with his relationship with Punk and all that stuff. So here we go.
So just because I represent a company or because I am an employee of one company over another, does that mean I love every storyline? Does that mean that I agree with every decision? No, of course not. I'm not the booker. I don't have power. I haven't had power for more than 4 years now in that company. And I know that's going to sound odd because, like, well, Kenny, you're an EVP. I'm nothing. I am nothing.
See, he just admitted he wasn't an EVP.
And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm a terrible EVP. I don't deserve to be an EVP. If people want to ask for my advice, I'll do my best to help them. If there's a fire to put up backstage, I'm going to do my best to be that person. But if we go back, and I don't want to have to comment on it, but I'll do it just because, you know, it adds context to it. I thought my duty as an EVP during Brawlout would be to enter the situation while there was chaos, de-escalate it, and create peaceful environment.
And the funny thing is, he's live streaming on Twitch, and he's talking about the brawl out and everything while he's playing Street Fighter, which is fucking awesome.
Environment for everyone. I was able to create a peaceful environment for the most important person in that altercation, and that was Larry. And I swear to God, honestly, that was my biggest. And yeah, it sounds funny, but like, I look at animals and our pets as people, and as, you know, Dobby, of course, one of the most important people in my life. So to get little Larry out of there was the most important thing to me, and that was the success. Unfortunately, try as I may, things were too chaotic for me to be able to do anything by my own power. That was a moment when I had seen that there were... Good call. I believe it was in that instance when I realized that the way that I wanted to go about things wasn't necessarily the way that other people wanted to. It was also the way that other people necessarily didn't want to. And then it was also maybe not the way that the boss wanted to take care of it. And I also thought of myself as a liability because I don't want to say old school. I'm not old school. I've just played a lot of contact sports, and I've gotten into jiu-jitsu and boxing and mixed martial arts. I just know that sometimes when you perform or when you fight, when everything's on the line, when you give your heart, when you give your soul towards something, and you're in that moment of high stress or high anxiety, where you've maybe emptied the tank and you're just physically exhausted. That was actually very impressive. A good punish. Yeah. When in an environment like that, sometimes emotions get the best of you and people will want to throw hands. And in the case, and I'm unfortunately or fortunately a believer of it, I think if it's decided that, hey, this is the best way to solve things and you can shake hands after and move on after, I'm a believer. I'm actually a believer of fighting. I am, and that sounds terrible to say, and which is why, like, don't make me an EVP in 2024. You know, you can't do that stuff anymore. I just feel that sometimes that's how you have to settle things. Sometimes. And I don't mean you have to settle it and then it has to be shown on screen to everyone, or people have to brag online about who won, who lost. No, like, it's not for that purpose. It's for the purpose of just getting that stuff out that you need to get out. And I mean, I'll admit there were a number of times, even now with me, where I thought that might have been the most appropriate answer. It never came to that. And we were able to talk things out, and we became better friends, and there was a level of respect at that point on between myself and these other parties. And maybe I'll share these stories later. It's but I always, it's crazy. As much as I believe in cooler heads prevailing, sitting down and talking, sometimes it was just like, hey, I can't even think straight until I start throwing some hay, you know, or maybe that I need to be smacked around a little bit, whatever the case might be. I think if it's a contained scenario, and if it's not a situation where it's, you know, there's like pulling people's eyeballs out, you know, low blows, hair pulling or scratching, you know what I mean? If it's just like, hey, let's just hang and bang a little bit. I can see it sometimes being conducive for a positive work environment. Again, this is exactly why I have no power, nor should I. So that's just how I feel. And I'm gonna leave it at that. What's my status with Punk right now? Did I ever have a chance to talk to him? Status of Punk right now? I don't know. It's just mutual respect. We reached out to each other.
That's for teabagging me. Sorry.
Yep.
It's Rampage time. I don't think it.
No, it's That's the thing. It's like it's not like, hey, we're good now. We're never bad. Honestly, if it weren't for a complete other factor, we would have been able to have that talk on the night of Brawl Out. There's no issue between him and I, as far as I know. I don't think there is at all. I don't want to seem standoffish or like secretive about what happened. Like, yes, there's legalities and all that stuff, but even if there wasn't, and I know this will sound weird because I've done a lot of comedy stuff in wrestling, but like I'm actually not a huge fan of like pulling back the curtain on stuff that doesn't need to be out in public. That's what I'm saying. Like, if for whatever reason guys were to fight or whatever, like, it's not for the public to know. That's just for them to air out their stuff, to get it out of their system. That's all I mean.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. So he wasn't really the EVP. I'm happy that he protected Larry during the fight. He believes that fighting gets everything out of your system, which I believe in that. What else? And him and Punk have mutual respect. They're still talking. Honestly. I'm gonna make a wild prediction. I think he's going to WWE here soon. Like, I'm not trying to start stuff and everything. It's just I think he might go to WWE. So oh my goodness. Yeah, I believe everything what he says. He was trying to protect Larry, he protected Larry. Which I'm happy for him because I treat dogs like other humans, like other people. That's how I am. Good Lord. And you know, I treat animals like they're humans. And he believes that if you want to fight, get everything out of your system, go ahead. Get it out of your system. That's how I am too. But I'm not gonna hurt anyone or nothing like that. That'll be all for me today. Thank you for showing up to the show. My merch store is up in my Twitter. Go to my Twitter account. It's in the bio. Also use code Prime5 for Scuff Gaming, and you also use code Streamlabs20 for Gamer Advantage. And I'm your guide to get your daily wrestling news and rumors. And I'm your host, James Moore. Hope you have a good morning, good evening, and good night.